We are still a couple of months away from the new New York presidential primary, but election 2020 is heating up here in New York.
Presidential primary in late April, along with a special state Senate election for many of us, regardless of party. News Channel 9's Jeff Kulikowski joins us now from your local election headquarters. And Jeff, we just kicked off petition season for candidates, right?
Yes, we did, Christy and Rod, and it will continue through the end of March for all races, primary and general. And there are a lot of candidates out there and parties, so there's a pretty good chance you could get a knock on the door from a campaign volunteer.
For the most part, these are party or campaign volunteers that are going door to door to be able to get the required number of signatures to get their candidate on the ballot for the fall election.
So that's why you may see people walking through your neighborhood the next few weeks collecting these very important signatures. And if you're not sure who they are, ask them.
They're usually carrying a stack of petitions, maybe like 4 or 5 petitions for your congressional seats, for your assembly and senate seats. And if you are a voter and these people come up to your door, I would ask. You can ask for ID and ask, who are you? Ask their name.
Unlike voting, when you sign a petition, it has to be for a candidate in your party only. And you can only sign for one candidate per race. It
does not mean that you have to vote for this candidate. All it does is allow this candidate to get on the ballot so you can have a choice this fall.
It's going to be crazy this year up until the end of the year, until we certify the presidential election and the congressional elections.
A lot going on, primary, special elections, general election in November. Now, coming up at 6 o'clock, I'll have a look at an interesting trend happening around Onondaga County as far as the number of registered voters out there, which there are a lot more of just across the board. But exactly how that breaks down now for the two main parties, that's where it gets kind of interesting, Rod.
Jeff, thank you. Head to the new Channel 9 app for more on the 2020 election schedule, from voting to registration. And remember, for each vote, primaries and general election, there is 9 days of early voting.